Well, hello, people out there in YouTube land.
Guys,
Are we live? No,
yeah, it says live.
it says waiting for Silverhair Stacker.
It says
Here,
waiting.
here goes. Yeah, there's some buffering between the.
Oh,
So we actually just now got live on YouTube. Hi,
oh,
folks.
okay, okay.
Well, it takes a second. I don't know. How many seconds is it? It's like 10 seconds from the time we say something in the chat
Oh
until
yeah,
they can hear it on the YouTube side.
the lag.
Yeah, well, there's fishing and picking. Good morning, you old fart.
Hey there, fishing and picking.
There's Hank Allen Cash, the beauty from down deep in Florida way.
Hi Hank, good to see you.
So we're getting the East Coast representing. Accidentally went ahead and started the show at like 7:50 instead of hitting the start time at 8 a.m. and I was like, well, that was stupid.
Oh, see,
So it's been up there like waiting for Silverhair Stacker instead of. I wonder
oh, so you
if
scheduled
somebody.
it.
I wonder if somebody just clicked on it and watched it. If they would have to watch 10 minutes of nothing before
Maybe,
then.
maybe.
I may have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I think if you do that and you go on YouTube to watch it, it has like a counter that says this person's gonna be live at blah 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 in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, I forgot to set the start time. Anyway, we're here.
I never
Good
do.
morning.
I
Hi,
never do.
Michelle. God, I haven't talked to Michelle in
I know. Me
forever.
neither. Hi, Michelle.
How's Albuquerque? Whoops, I messed up. I just deleted her. I meant to add her as a moderator.
Bye bye.
Uh, Michelle, if crap, how do I undo it?
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
I just deleted her and then I added her as Dadgummit. Michelle, if you're still listening, try to type something in. I think I screwed up. How do I
I have no idea.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry.
It'll be okay, Todd.
I'm still half asleep, and this is the only sixth time I've tried to do a live, and sorry, I screwed up.
That's okay. She'll figure it out. She'll get back.
Damn
So
it.
you are deleting me?
And this is like the first time
He's new.
I've
He's a
gotten to,
newbie.
this is the first time I've like gotten to talk to Michelle in like 6 months,
Hi, Tom.
I want to see how she's doing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
There's Tom, the Flash from North Carolina. Tom Flash, Tom Slick.
I'm sitting in a parking deck at a hospital waiting on Sasha having a
Michelle,
procedure.
I'm sorry.
Oh, a procedure?
Well, he's having a meeting with a gastro, whatever, stomach doctor.
Well,
Oh.
gastroenterologist or something like that.
You said it better than I did.
Got
I've had
stomach
some practice.
problems.
I've had some practice with saying those kind of doctor names.
Well, Southerners throw other syllables in there, So those big long words make it complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How are you this morning, Todd?
I'm just cruising, just doing my thing.
You got a lot planned for the weekend?
God, I hope not.
You're doing good as being consistent. You're more consistent than I am.
What? I'm just
Like,
starting the show.
I'm really bad about knowing what time it is, and I lose all sense of time whenever I get home. It's like I'm just, trying to relax or whatever, and trying to get my shipping out, and usually I'm watching something and doing a whole bunch of different I do a whole bunch of different things at one time because I'm like so ADHD up here.
Yeah.
So I have my watch tells me when it's 8:45 so that I can try to be on time for the show.
Trying to be ready. Yeah, I'm pretty scatterbrained myself, as evidenced by me just deleting Michelle.
You're doing a great job, Todd. Let's
Yeah, I
everybody give
think
it
so
up,
too.
Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't clap because I have my phone in one hand, so I'm just doing the what was it, the beatniks during the 60s. If they
Yeah,
wouldn't clap, they snap their fingers. Todd remembers those days. I
I
don't.
do.
Are you using this finger?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Hey,
snap that fast.
well, Tom's got talents and skills. I bet we don't know half of it.
Wow, what's up with that? Krishna Pickett says, Tom, are you the guy driving around Charlotte in the truck promoting Wilmore Funeral Home slogan, "We'll see you soon"?
No, no, that's not me.
Oh my gosh.
I did hear that I don't know if y'all have them in your area or not, but we have. It's like it's a big truck and it's got like a big billboard fastened to the back of it, and they drive around town. That's all they do is drive around town.
Wow.
And now this billboard must be 9 by, I don't know, 9 by 12 or something like that. Probably bigger than that. But it's a big old billboard. Some of them are fixed, and then some of them are, they scan between different advertisements. I talked to one of the guys one time, and he stopped getting him a drink, and I said, "Does that not get boring?" He said, "Not if you like to drive." And I
Well,
said, "Do they have problems keeping people?" He said, "Oh yeah." He said they pay about $17 an hour for you to ride around town all day long. He said, but that 8-hour shift gets to be real long for
I'd
some
do it.
people.
I would
He
do
said
it.
the truck has got. He said, "You know anything about Ford trucks?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, this is like a." He said, "This is dressed like an XLT. It's got nice seats. It's got AM, FM, Sirius radio. It's got power everything, automatic transmission." He said, "So it's not like you're driving a school bus from the '60s, you know."
Right.
But he
Wow.
said it just blows people out because it's gets kind of boring.
So what are they promoting?
Anything.
Oh,
If you got the money and it's legal, you can put a billboard up on it.
wow.
so I'm sure it's got size limits that
Yeah.
you can't accidentally have part of your sign hanging over into another lane of traffic.
No, it's a fixed sign. Like I said, it's probably it's got to be 9 feet tall and probably um 15 feet long. The sign part of
Wow.
it, which the bed of the truck is that long too. So it's a big truck and it's a long truck.
Oh, wow.
I
One
thought
of
Fishing
our
and Picking was kidding. There is actually a Wilmore
yes,
funeral
Mr. Sadie,
home
you made
truck.
it first.
Yeah, there is.
Helper.
Wow. That
One
would
of
be
our
boring. I've seen taxi cabs with advertisements on them.
Yeah. Well, our light rail system is getting signage on it now. You know, you can rent one of the cars in our light rail and wrap it in whatever.
yeah.
Which there's a business. Here's a business opportunity for you people that live in a high traffic area. You can. There's companies that will pay to wrap your car with an advertisement, and they pay pretty
Yeah.
good. A girl here in town was running short on money, and they paid. She had a what was that little Chevrolet SUV they used to make? Not a Traverse. Anyway, they wrapped it in one of the sports drink, and she got
Oh,
paid like $450 a month
wow.
because of the route she had to go to work and where she worked at. And now she got some exercise too because she liked to park out there by the edge of the major road so people could see it, which was
Mm-hmm.
not part of the deal, but she was, trying to be a team player.
Yeah.
And she got 450 a month just for letting it, for wrapping her car.
Wow.
And then when she must have did it for a year. Sometime her car would be yellow with a sports drink on it, and the next time it might be promoting a plumbing, Roto-Rooter or something of that sort.
Huh.
But they'd call her and tell her to bring it in, and they would take the other wrapping off of it. What she liked about it was that it was a relatively new vehicle, and her finish on her car stayed really nice.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
that'd be a good way to earn some extra money.
If you don't mind what your car looks like.
Yeah.
And when Lauren went in to have it wrapped the first time, she was talking to one of the people at the office that dealt with it, and they said, "Oh, there's some cars that come in here that look better with a wrapping on it
Well, yeah.
before it after it was wrapped than it did before it was."
Oh my God. I just won at least $100 or $200.
On what?
Are you scratching tickets?
A ticket.
Are those
Well, she's
ones you
rich.
getting out of the trash or what?
No.
Oh, you
I
bought some.
I bought a $10 ticket this morning. I won $50 on it. So I bought a $20 ticket.
Awesome.
And I've won $200 at least. I'm not even done scratching it yet. Not even close. I can't believe
Nice.
that. That's the best I've done on this ticket in a long, 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 long time. But I'm not even done yet. I
I
had to
haven't bought one
recheck.
of those scratch offs, and
Yeah.
I think we got a few for stocking stuffers at Christmas last Christmas. I think that's the
five
last I've
five
ever
times
gotten any.
$40, right? 5 times $40 is 200.
200. Yep.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
wife is lucky with those things.
Yeah, Sadie,
Yeah.
maybe you can get paid in beer.
Yeah.
Of course, I
That
have
would
a
be
feeling
nice.
Sadie can put away more than $450 worth of beer in a month's time.
We were in
Dang.
Australia back in '95, and the weather in Melbourne is crazy. It's sunny and 70 1 minute, and it's sleeting and snowing the next.
Oh, wow.
Which we were there in August. So it was that's their winter. But
Wow.
anyway, we we left out of our hotel rooms. Our best friends were with us, and we left out of our hotel room, and we went over to the casino and was in the casino for about an hour. And when we went out, we had on like walking shorts and polo shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when we came out, it was sleeting and snowing
Wow.
and cold. So we dashed into this doorway of the casino, and it was where they sold all their scratch-off tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're like, how are y'all doing today? Y'all been busy? No, not really. People go in there and spend their money on the machines, not on scratch-off tickets. So I bought $20 of scratch-off tickets for Roberta, and I said, go at it. We must have stood there for 2 hours while she scratched off tickets because she kept winning them, winning $2 or $3. And they were
Maggie.
good. And I mean, the girls that was working the counter, they were all happy, and
Oh yeah. I love when I can sell winners. I love it.
I told Chris, I said, Chris, I'm gonna go find some coffee. You want some? And the girl behind the counter said, oh, y'all can't go nowhere. You want coffee? Anybody want hot chocolate or tea? And she picked up the phone and called somebody. And in a few minutes, we had coffee and tea and hot chocolate down at our.
She didn't want to lose you guys.
Because she just kept winning these $1 and $2 tickets. And Australians have dollars too. That Australian dollar.
Yeah.
And so at the time we were there, you would get $1.25 US for every $1 Australian.
Oh wow.
So anyway, we just stood there, and it cleared up, and it was 73 degrees again, and we left. But there was 2 girls working the counter, and I guess they get commission, for how much they sell. And they were saying, oh, we're gonna get a little extra this week.
Heck yeah.
Roberta, because then Sandy started playing them too. That's my friend's wife, and so they just stood there because, like I said, we were in shorts and short sleeve shirts, and it was cold out.
Yeah.
So
what is it? Almost like a desert or something? Because that's
Melbourne is a big city. They just it's right there on the cusp of the 2 weather zones or something like that. But they're like, oh, this is nothing.
Yeah.
But it's I've always said if you ever get the chance to go, you have the resources, you ought to go. It's a great place. When we were there in the 90s, it reminded us. It reminded me of the U.S. in about the late 60s on how they did stuff.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
They were kind of like behind the times then.
On how they did, like bottomless drinks, they didn't do that. It just the way they did things, and there was nothing wrong with it. Yeah, we stopped and got pizza one time at a Pizza Hut. And as we got up and left, I left a tip on the table, and the girl came out the door, and she said, "Sir, you left this on the table." I said, "No, that's your tip." And she said, "Well, we don't do that down here."
Great tool.
And I said, "Well, it's your tip. You were a great server, so there's a little extra." So she said, "Okay, if you say so," and stuck it in her pocket.
Wow.
Yeah,
the people are real nice. The people are real nice.
Because here, I don't know if it's everywhere, but here, the waitresses only get $3 or something an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till a few years ago. I never realized that till just a few years ago. My niece was working in a place, and she said, "No, you don't make."
Yeah.
It's all tips.
Well, yeah.
Well,
that's how they make their money.
Right.
That's the reason that these high-end restaurants, the servers at the high-end restaurants, do not want to go to. For a while they were talking about there's none of this certain employment categories like the waitresses, servers that make nothing. Everybody makes like $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Well, the girls here or the servers here, there was an article in the Observer about people the servers not wanting that.
Yeah.
Because they'll take a major hit. We have a Ruth Chris here. Average steak is $70. You have a party of 4, plus all the sides, and of course you're going to have drinks and stuff like that. Those girls will end up with or guys too, $100 tip.
Oh yeah, easy.
And instead of getting paid $15 an hour, they're not for it. But even the girls at the servers, I keep saying the servers at IHOP, they make some pretty good money if people tip them like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
That's why
if my coffee mug or my sweet tea glass stays full, you're going to at least get a minimum of 15%.
That's me. When we go out to breakfast, if they automatically bring me a second cup of tea, the tip goes up.
Yep.
That's why I also, because once I had my weight loss surgery, if I go into a restaurant, a lot of times, sometimes Michael and I will just share a meal. I'll just eat some, or I'll get an appetizer instead of a meal. And then I always make sure to calculate my tip based on what it would have been if I had bought a full meal myself.
Oh.
Because they're still serving me.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, people can say what they want to. That's a hard job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, staying on your feet all the time.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
But
I've had 3 sons that have to try to fix plates and put on the table and fix, fill milk cups and things like that. And only having to walk 6 feet, more or less, people that's having to walk 35 feet, 40 feet to the kitchen.
Yeah, I bet they burn up the miles on their Fitbits. Just walking. Because I know, like, I usually do at least a mile and a half at work.
Yeah, I bet.
Just walking back and forth.
Back before the boys came along and we had lives, y'all might probably realize that. Remember those days. Our best friends and I, or Roberta and I and Chris and Sandy, we would meet at an Outback up near where they worked at every Friday night. That was a given. We were going to the Outback on Friday night. We always had the same server. And she got to the point where when she came over to our table, because we always asked for her area. When she came to the table, she brought 2 large draft beers and a Diet Coke and a glass of sweet tea. I mean, and then she'd say, "Are y'all changing your order tonight?" And we're like, "Nope." A lot of times she would tell one of us to slide over, and she'd sit down on the bench beside us for a few minutes, and we'd talk about the talk.
Yeah.
And at first we'd say, "Are you going to take our order?" And she's like, "I know what your order is." And she'd go around and tell what everybody's order was. And I'm like, and that's the reason when she started saying, "Is anybody changing their order tonight?" But that was, like I said, that was before kids, and we had a life, and we.
I used to go to a Dunkin' Donuts downtown when I was working, and I would get off the train in Suburban Station in Philadelphia and walk down through to my building. And there was a Dunkin' Donuts down there, which was a madhouse because everybody getting off of every train. So when you would get to the Dunkin' Donuts, it'd be about the line. There would be about 10 lines, about 10 people deep. And no matter what line I got in, eventually, by the time I got up to the front, my order, which was tea, was always ready. Like they would remember all these people's, and they'd see ahead, and they'd start preparing the orders for the people that they knew. It was crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah, they worked their butts off, especially at rush hour.
How much is y'all's gas there? We got bumped up, man. 2 days ago it was 304 a gallon, and today it's 325.
Good grief.
Lord, ours is not even regular unleaded. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Regular unleaded. Ours is $2.89.
I paid
Unless you use a credit card, and then it's $2.99.
Dang.
I paid
Ours is like 270.
Oh wow. No, ours is high.
Sally,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to get you some roller skates.
Something. That's a lot for gas.
Get you an electric
Yeah,
car.
but isn't it like $4 and something out in California?
Probably.
Probably by now.
I
Here.
can't see the chat if anybody says anything.
Michelle says 319 usually.
A lot of
Okay.
ours is gas taxes. We pay there's a lot of gas taxes in Pennsylvania.
Well, North Carolina is talking. I just read an article in the paper about they're thinking about getting rid of the gas tax and going to a
Mileage tax or something.
a mileage tax. Getting rid when you go in to get your car inspected, they would check your odometer, and then when you went back the next year, they would check it again, and then you'd be taxed accordingly.
In Pennsylvania, the gas tax is 50 cents per gallon. So that's always added on top of it, whatever the gas price is.
Yeah.
So, anybody sell anything?
No.
Yeah,
No.
I sold a Power Ranger.
Cool.
Go Power Ranger.
Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
That's all I sold.
I've got 3, but I'm waiting for people to pay.
Well, we were packing up stuff to move the apartment. I came across the old Power Rangers blanket that my kids had from the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
They were all into that.
Did you sell it?
Nah, I'll save it for Benjamin.
That's cool.
So I went into the Lutheran rummage sale yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do?
And they were having a bag sale.
Ooh.
Pretty big bag of clothes. And I got they were $10 a bag.
Wow.
So, but you can put quite a bit. I got like 5 pairs of pants and like 10 shirts.
Oh, nice.
So
for yourself or to sell?
Either one. I got some my size.
That's cool.
Gwen doesn't like any of the ones I picked out, so she probably won't let me wear them. She dresses me in the mornings. Anyway.
That's
excuse me a second. My kid's ready, so when I go through this parking deck, I'm gonna drop off. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great day.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So 2 of the pants were, I could tell, were military issue pants. They're just a straight green.
Uh-huh.
And got them home and looked them up, and I'm like, oh my God, these are Vietnam era.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And so for $10, each item was like 75 cents.
That's awesome.
And the 2 pair of military pants already sold for $36.99 each.
Ooh, good job.
But I was like, dang, I hate when stuff sells quick, because then I think maybe I should have put it at auction and gotten more,
I always think that.
Me too.
So yeah, it's I don't know, it's a good feeling to sell stuff really quick, but then you go, well, crap, maybe I could have gotten more.
I know. I always think that.
So yeah, the same buyer bought them both. They're both the same size. I'll show you
Maggie,
what they
look at
look
this
like
big
in
old
case
baby.
anybody wants a bolo this morning. Let's see. Screen share.
Maggie, did you see this big old baby?
I know. I don't
Fat
just
cat.
have a lap cat anymore.
It's like he just wants to get on me so he can sleep.
My Nicky
I'm like,
cat
don't
used
you
to do
sleep
that.
at night? I think he hunts at night.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Todd. Those are
They're
awesome.
just plain old button fly fatigues.
Yep.
But I guess these were made in the 1960s during the
Wow.
Vietnam era. And they're not new. Look how the tag there has kind of got
Right.
some wear on it.
That's awesome.
32 by 31, so it's not a real popular size, but
Hmm.
these things are just desirable, I guess. People.
Why did you price them at that? Like, I'm sure you looked at others sold.
Yeah, I
Right?
looked up comps and I saw some that sold a little cheaper than these, and I saw some
Right.
that sold a little higher. So I thought, yeah, I'll price them to sell. But
Hi,
then I
Joey.
saw some listed for like $100 a pair, and I was like, nah, I just want to turn and burn them if I can. And well, I
Right.
sure did. Bam.
Well,
And
that's good though. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, both they're two pair exactly alike.
You know, now you got that money that you can put into something else.
Yeah.
Or save up to put into something else, you know?
That picture got the top of the
oh.
of a Coleman lantern down there on the floor.
Yeah.
I gotta get that thing listed. That's like $150 lantern down there.
What is it sitting there for?
Because I'm gonna list it and I just haven't yet. You know how I am. If I get 5 or 7 listings a day, I'm like, I did good. Which isn't very much.
What are you talking about, Mike? He says, I got to keep my ties to Florida. Hopefully they don't fall for this crap. What's going on in Florida?
He talking about they were talking about gas mileage tax or mileage tax, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, when we sold our house about 5 years ago, I came across a whole bunch of Michael's old uniforms. Some was from, yeah, he had kept from when he didn't go to Vietnam, but he was in the service during that era. So he had lots of stuff. And even like more recent patches and things I've sold.
Yeah. I remember when we were little bitty and you could go to the Army surplus store in town and just, God, we would buy helmets and belts and
yeah, he had
all the clothes were too big for us, but we'd go out in the backyard and play Army. I bet all that stuff is worth a ton of money now.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force. He had the blue uniforms, and he had these like canteens and meal kits and these little shovel things that you could pull open. He had all kinds of stuff.
All the military surplus stuff then was World War II stuff or Korean stuff. But yeah. They have a date code on the tag.
He's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff Michael had dates on them. They were like 60s stuff. He was in and it came out in 69.
Yeah. I like selling old military stuff. And people don't seem to mind that a lot of it's got some wear on it and stuff. Because they realize, hey, this is 70 years old. It's not going to be in great shape, you know?
Right. The other day I sold a license plate thingy that I had bought in Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit. Remember Jessica
Oh
Rabbit?
yeah.
Yeah, and it said, "I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way." And on the side was the
Yeah.
cutout of Jessica Rabbit. I think
That's
I had it on my
awesome.
car for a while, and then I put it away, and I sold it for $40. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah.
It was beat up too, but
A
somebody.
lot of the Who Framed Roger Rabbit stuff goes for pretty good money, I think.
What are we showing the
Yeah.
is there a
Mike,
date on it? Or just
Mike said show the tag because code would mean that it was made in 1965.
um,
God, how long ago is that?
I was
Jeez.
gonna say, so that number meant you probably could have got $200 for those.
I was like 9, 10 years old when these were made, and I'm old.
What year was it?
Mike says they're 1965. I just, in the listing, I just put Vietnam era. I didn't put it.
Does he mean that code 14994 or the OG 107?
I think OG 107 was
Morning, Glenn.
the code for the uniform, like the shirt, pants, maybe
Right.
even boots. I don't know.
I get you. They sell for $2,500 a pair.
No, they do not. Oh well, I made my profit. I'm happy, Sadie. Don't put a thing in my thing. Don't. Yeah. Look, there's Jim and Tara Carey. Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Tara. All right, stop screen share.
Hi guys. Hi Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing going out today. Quite sad.
Yeah, I got those and a pair of boots and a hat. I got 6 going out, I guess.
Well, I'm all good because I won at least $200.
That's all right.
So I made my money for the day. I like when that happens.
You won't put a thing in my thing, Sadie? Well, you knew what I meant. Telling me those pants are 2,500 a pair, making me feel stupid. Which I've done stupider things, believe me, Sadie.
Great.
Hmm. I never will forget when Tara and Jim just raked me over the coals for selling really high dollar handbags for too cheap. I didn't know they were the collectible ones.
There's been a couple of times, Todd.
Yeah, I've done stupid stuff selling a lot. Michelle's got a couple going out. That's good.
Julie's got 11. Good
Awesome.
job.
Dang, Julie just tearing it up.
Oh yeah, I do stupid stuff too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can't even tell anybody anything anymore because I'm just like, don't listen to me because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, Jim and Tara says maybe Jessica Rabbit stuff is selling now because they are updating her look. Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't realize that when I listed it for sale, but I think I read something that they're, I don't know, desexualizing her.
oh, they're gonna make her look like a hot mom.
And there's a ride apparently in Disneyland.
Huh.
I haven't seen what they're doing to her.
Huh. What's the point of making her less sexy?
They're gonna
that
make her look more detective.
Make her look like more like a, yeah.
whatever.
But I didn't really see her that much as a detective. You know, like she
wasn't.
Yeah, she got saved. She was the one that wasn't she the one that was
She was the victim, right? I can't remember the movie now.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. See, I have no idea what I'm doing or saying.
They've put her in a big, like in a trench coat, covered up all the assets.
They want to turn her into an angry feminist. Sounds about right. Why not?
I remember watching that movie the first time thinking, wow, this is a cartoon. I can't believe I mean, there's been lewd and crude cartoons before, but they were never mainstream like this one.
Mr. Sadie, I just got what you were saying. She got saved, like from Jesus. she's all Christian now.
Funny.
That's too funny. I just like read that again. I'm like, she got saved. What do you mean? I bet she found religion. I see that. Yeah, wasn't she the one though in the movie? I haven't seen this movie in years. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I haven't.
Wasn't she the one that was? Wasn't she the one that they thought had killed?
So I'm going to be let in.
Like she was the one that she was a murderer. I can't remember.
We hear you whispering, Tara and Jim. We hear you whispering. Don't say anything.
No, because Jim's mad about the Jessica Rabbit thing. Because he's like, they should put her in a miner's outfit and a pick. She wasn't a detective in the movie. She's the gold digger.
Yeah, that's why you got the guy, the detective goes and gets rescued playing patty cakes with the other guy. She's screwing around on Roger. I mean, she's a gold digger. The only reason she's with Roger is for the money.
Yeah, I've never been to California, but I guess
detective?
they must have a ride there for Roger Rabbit, so they're going to change it.
I mean, if they're going to change stuff, they ought to be smart people to change stuff, not morons.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I remember when that old lady with the saggy breast was attacking that detective guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's been a long time since I saw that.
I know.
I wonder if
Like,
you can watch it on Disney Plus. I have Disney Plus, but I guess I never paid attention to it.
Yeah.
Mr. Steady said he needs a story, Jim.
Oh, Jim's mad about the Roger Rabbit, the Jessica Rabbit. They're making her from looking sexy in the tight red dress to having a detective's trench coat on and a fedora.
Right.
And she was never a detective. She's a gold digger.
Yeah, whenever you were saying that she's gonna make her look like they're gonna make her look more detective, I'm like, but she wasn't a detective.
So Jessica Rabbit now is going to come out looking like Dora the Explorer or something like that.
She's gonna have her action pack on.
Well, they're going to desexualize her. So you desexualize her by putting her in a trench coat like a flasher. Okay, that made a lot of sense too. I mean, can anybody take more than 30 seconds to think this through? Good Lord.
That's funny.
For sure.
The Fernwood Flasher.
Well, I could put her in, I guess you could have, if you didn't like her dress, maybe you could put her in a little more of a demure type dress, or
yeah, like
was
Mary
it so
Poppins,
over the top?
Mary Poppins, that stuff. Put her in a neck-high
We're
collar
offended by the female figure. Cover it up.
Yeah.
Well, you can't really change the way that she looks unless you add some weight to her and say that she just got fat or something.
No, it's her. She's the same shape, but
she
just got a coat over the top of it.
She looks like
they're updating her image, so she's not just. She's going to be a detective. Yeah, I guess they.
But she wasn't a detective in the movie,
But
that doesn't make sense.
They should make Briar Rabbit a detective.
I agree.
Bring back Splash Mountain.
Oh boy.
There she is.
No,
Yeah.
you want to change this good, wholesome American young lady into something less?
Oh, go down to that picture down there.
So what's
look,
she
there's
gonna
somebody.
what's she gonna
the third
look
row
like?
down. The third row down.
Third row down.
Yeah, one more down.
Just yeah.
Yeah, one of those. No, go up with your pointer.
Oh, they're making her like this.
Yes.
Yeah, make that one big
Okay, make that one bigger. What she's gonna look like
with the trench coat on.
Yeah.
Fans
yeah.
are furious. Wait,
Yeah.
what did I? How are we doing?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still sexy.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
You still have it, Jessica. Don't worry. They can't
You
take
can
that
still
away
work
from
it,
you.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You worked that trench.
Well, was she in? I haven't seen the movie. Was she also a nightclub singer too, or am I nuts?
Yeah.
She's singing in a nightclub. Yeah, so it's like a nightclub
Yeah.
dress because she does that whole like singing scene.
Right.
Michelle says
Did she
button
have
nipples.
nipples or buttons on her nipples? I did not see that.
Oh
I don't remember that.
no, it's in the new color.
Oh,
How's the quilt doing, Todd?
It's still at the $100 first bid.
Oh, does it got a lot of watchers?
Yeah, it's got like 18 watchers.
Oh,
When does
they'll
it-
yeah, they're
go
gonna
up.
hit it late.
They'll probably hit it at the end. Hey, what were those
Yeah.
fatigue? What were those pants you sold? Were they like fatigue ones, like you'd wear in the jungle, or they dress?
Yeah, they're the fatigues.
I got a couple of those laying here.
Really? Well, make sure you ask $2,500 a pair for them, like
Well,
Sadie
what are they
says.
worth in the solds? What did you see sold on them?
He
I
sold
did.
her.
I saw some that sold for like $25 a pair, and I saw some listed for $100 a pair.
Hmm.
So I just kind of guessed somewhere in the reasonable middle, and man, they sold in like 30 minutes after I listed them.
Oh. Well, I guess you never know.
So
I would ask 50,
Yeah,
especially if his sold for like 37 a piece.
Well, those are Korean. I'll look them up. I don't think they fit you anymore. Didn't you used to wear them
Yeah. Back when I was in Korea.
when you were in Korea
Yeah, it was
fighting?
me, James Garner. We were in the foxhole together. I was supposed to be on
That's a good
Rockford
story.
Fell.
thanks, Sadie.
That's a good story, Jim. Go with that.
Yeah.
Sadie said I tanked the market by selling mine too.
Well, I'll tell you a funny example. I got these. I think it was made by Fire King, but they're that type of coffee mug. They were advertising ones for a restaurant called Burger Queen. It was a fast food restaurant. I had two of them. I put one up at auction. It was bid up. I think I got like $100 or $110 for it. And so I'm like, well, I'll list the second one. And I don't know if I ran an auction. I put it at the buy it now. It took me like 8 months to sell that second mug, and I think it ended up selling for $50. So sometimes
Wow.
it is just the right time and the right moment. But then you start getting other. I think sometimes when I listed the one that sold for like over 100. There wasn't much competition for it on there, but then I noticed like
Right.
when I listed the second one, you had a lot of them come out of the woodwork. So I don't know if you have other people notice it and then say, "Hey, I got one of those in the cabinet," and then it kind of crashed the market too. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes some of that stuff is you just never know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why usually if it's an item that is very common, like something like, let's say I picked it up at Walmart, yeah, that you're just going to know what the price is on that. But if it's something that doesn't have a lot of competition, I'll just run it at that one auction cycle because just sometimes you just never know.
These came to the bottom of a couple things, but
Mr. Sadie. Mr. Sadie said it's not worth $2,500 anymore. Todd, take the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Todd. Well, mine are from Korea.
Good job, Todd.
Are they Korea? They got.
1951.
Oh yeah, mine are Korea, so they're worth more.
Well, I don't know about that. Vietnam might be more popular.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, 1951.
We won Korea, so that sounds popular.
All right.
No, we tied Korea.
All right. Well, at least it ain't the L
Anyway, yeah, we went down a rabbit hole there with Jessica. I just now thought
But
of
you
that.
know, like that stuff
Sorry.
is like when they change us. It's like the Gone with the Wind DVDs. Did any of you guys do those? Like when they did that, when they pulled it off of Turner Classic Movies, you could go
Oh,
to
right.
Walmart, buy the DVD. I think I was paying like $6 for them at our Walmart, and I was putting them right on eBay, and I was getting like, was I getting like $35 or $39 for those Gone
Yeah,
with
it
the
was.
Wind DVDs? Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, and even like a used open Gone with the Wind DVD at for that little
Right.
time period was like going for like 20.
Yeah, I was looking for them, but I could never find any.
Well, I didn't move to Tennessee fishing and picking, but yes, we do like Kentucky a lot. I just asked Jim this morning when we were outside doing stuff. I'm like, well, do you ever dream about, moving back to Wisconsin? He's like, hell no, I didn't even think about it. Because it's like, it was cold here this morning. I think it was like cold for here. It was like, let's say like 46 or something this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
Jim's like, oh, it's getting cold out. I'm like, well, in Wisconsin, they probably already had a frost and stuff. I know it's colder up there. I go, don't you miss it? Don't you want to go back? And he's like, no, I don't even think about it. I don't even want to go back there.
Heck
And I
yeah.
suppose if we moved, I mean, his family moved here now, his mom and his sister and stuff. So they'd probably be mad if, like, we said, okay, we decided to move.
Yeah, really. I don't
Yeah.
want to live here anymore because you're here.
They actually like it a lot too, and they moved up here from Florida.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, it's they're used to like warm Florida weather. I mean, for us, it's like warm because we lived up at the top of Wisconsin. But for them, yeah, I mean, it probably feels cold. But I will say they like it a lot because they lived in Kissimmee, and it's getting so built up there now. I mean, you can't even hardly move. I mean, it's just like takes you like an hour to get to the other side of town.
They were across the street from
Wow.
Horse World. If you ever heard of Horse World down there,
Junkaland.
it's this huge was this huge like horse riding play. I mean, they had like I don't know how many. What they have like 1,000 horses or something. It's crazy. Anyway, they turned the entire thing in. All the hundreds of acres into subdivision. And now, if you look at Google Maps around my mom and dad's old subdivision, I mean, it was like because on their side of the street it's a nature preserve, so they can't build next to their subdivision. But across the street, they're just building these thousands and thousands and thousands of units. I mean, they're just lines of. I mean, when you drive by it, it's like they're building hundreds of units at one time. It's just all you see is 2x4 frames and stuff. It's
They're
crazy.
They lived off
And
this.
the traffic
walking them in there, huh?
the traffic's nuts.
Oh yeah, I mean, like when we
It
were
never
down there in
stops.
November to move. I mean, because there'd be like 10 years ago, like, oh yeah, this would be kind of nice. I mean, if I didn't have horses, I wouldn't mind living like this. But like they lived off of Ponciana, which I think is getting expanded into a 4-lane. I mean, you can't. It's just nonstop traffic the whole time. You get down to Orange Blossom Trail, it's nonstop traffic. And then the other thing you have down there is like, which I've never seen this before, and maybe it's because I'm like live in the country. When you go to the stop sign in Orlando area, you have like all these like panhandlers. So when you're stuck at the red light, which takes a while, they walk. They walk out on the cross and they're jazzy and they walk right down in between the lines of cars, panhandling. I just never saw anything like it, but it makes the traffic even worse because now you have to watch out for these people that are walking on the road panhandling.
And dude's driving
Oh
his.
my
You got the
God.
2 lines, like you got the turn lane and the straight lane for the street. While they're stopped at a red light, he's driving his jazzy back and forth down the road in between the row of cars. I mean, how is that safe? I mean, it's not
Oh my
safe to walk that way, let alone drive this little cart. He's about 3 feet tall. You can't even see him over your hood. I mean, that ain't
Wow.
safe.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
And no enforcement whatsoever.
it's
Forget
too
law enforcement, there's
congested.
nothing.
For me, it's too congested. I mean, and then I know like Jim's family wanted to get out of there. They're building that like LG city, so now you have even more people like moving into that Kissimmee, Orlando area.
Yeah.
Wow.
My sister was telling me that where she lives in California, like, I mean, me and Valerie are from there too, and it used to be like a little farming community type town. It's way blown up now, and they have a lot of different stores and restaurants and all that kind of stuff. But they used to live in like kind of a good part of town, and now because of like when COVID hit and all that, there's been so many people that went homeless more than what there already was, and now they just have people on drugs and homeless people, and
Yeah.
they walk up and down the street all day long and looking for something to steal. She has to freaking either tie it down or make sure that it's not outside the house. If like, she can't keep anything on their porch or anything like that
Yeah.
because it'll
That's
just be
bad.
gone. They
Yeah.
had like one of those flat, I can't remember what they're called. They're like a grill, but they're like flat. Like a what is it called? I can't remember, but it's like a grill. But
I
they
think
had
Blackstone made some like a griddle.
yeah, kind of. And like somebody went over their fence and grabbed that and went back over the fence and was rolling it down the street, and the cops stopped him and
Wow.
took him
That's
to
like
jail
Trailer Park
and
Boys style.
confiscated that. And my sister reported it stolen, and so she had to go down there and get it back. Like, and I guess they had like a whole bunch of different stuff that was like in their porch area. It's like it's enclosed in a big, like 8-foot tall fence. But no, it's not a hibachi. It's like it's one of those flat, it's like a flat pan or stone, or I can't remember. It's like, it's almost like cast iron.
Yeah, it's like a big long griddle. I know, like that. I think there's a company that makes them called Blackstone. There's probably other ones that make it too.
Yeah,
but
I think that's what it is.
Probably gonna
And so,
scrap it.
maybe
Yeah.
scrap. I don't know. I don't know.
well, that's probably what he was headed to do,
Yeah.
was sell it or something. And yeah, she got it back, but they can't leave it outside anymore because
Yeah.
people just come right
Well,
into their
that
fenced
house
area.
that Jim's mom had, and it was in a very nice, subdivision. You didn't get people in there and that, but we think it might have been somebody they knew, like maybe about 10 years ago. Somebody kicked their front door in and robbed their house.
Middle of the day.
Middle of the day.
I
Went
don't
right
know
to the
if
front door. She didn't put the alarm on. She didn't set the alarm. Kicked the front door in. Except they knew exactly where the jewelry box was, where it was hidden in the closet. So I think it was maybe like one of Jim's sister had a friend who her son
Yeah,
was
the
kind of
friend
in
also knew
trouble.
she had been turning an alarm on.
Yeah. So
And friends, rest his soul, not to speak ill of the dead, but the kid was driving down the road. He was injecting himself with heroin when he passed out and then got in an accident, and killed some people with his car. That's the
Wow.
friend's kid who I think did it. So anyway, there's that.
There's
would-
Christopher Sanchez. I thought I wasn't going to get any coin, silver, and gold guys in this morning. They kind of abandoned. We've been having 2, 3, or 4 at a time, but Christopher's the only one now. He's an OG stacker too.
Yeah.
So since
Christopher's
you're in
been
the
around
stacker
YouTube for a long
community,
time.
do they do like live shows where they talk about coins?
Yeah, I used to get on. That's kind of how it started. Yeah, I would join in live chats.
Brandon watches this, and I forgot who it is, but it's some guy, where they do that coin sorting, where they, buy rolls from the bank, and then
Yeah.
they go and sort through them. There's some guy Brandon watches, and then Brandon's like, okay, go get me $40 worth of quarters. I'm like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
The stackers that do live shows now is like nearly all of them. It's just one person. It's just them doing a show.
Yeah, that's how this
which
guy
is
is.
fine if
He's
that's what they
sorting
want to
coin
do.
rolls.
But yeah, there's still the guys that like to make art by pouring melted silver. That group on YouTube still does a lot of group lives. But the stacker bunch, they haven't seen very many that are just doing lives where anybody can jump in and join the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sadie, all these resellers ruined my stacker rep.
Yeah.
Fish and quit it. I'm not giving away a gold coin. What are you talking about?
I need a gold coin. Don't I get something for being your first co-host?
You weren't my first. Tom was
I'll
my
work this
first.
to my advantage.
You're twisting things around.
Give her one of those cougar
Yeah,
ants.
one cougar ant. You ain't gonna miss it.
Come on,
I
just
got-
a little piece.
I got some gold coins here. You want to see one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's a 20 franc French rooster. Right there, baby.
French rooster.
Yeah, it's hard to see it.
I
I've
yeah.
got
I don't
really
know how
crummy
you could
webcam.
change that.
Hmm?
I don't know how you could blow that up or. There we go.
Oh,
That's
it's a little
bit
better.
better.
Yeah, it's still blurry as hell.
Yeah.
I wonder if I cleaned the lens on my camera, if it would be better. I don't
don't
think
know.
I've
It
ever
might be
done that.
shinier.
I've had this camera like 4 or 5 years. I don't think I've ever wiped the lens off.
Mr. Sadie said, "That's in my inheritance you're giving away." And
What's gold worth
mine.
now? How much is gold now?
It's 1,750, 1,760, something like that per ounce. Where can you trade it for gold? You can always send it
Bum crack.
Good
send
job,
it to any
Bunker.
online dealer. They'll trade with you. That guy's kind of ugly. Look at those mutton chop
funny.
sideburns on that. That is Leopold II or something like that. I hear cats running across my roof.
That's great.
What the heck are the cats doing on the roof?
Oh, they're probably chasing squirrels.
That's
Yep.
funny.
So there's a Swiss 20 franc gold coin.
Well, just enough to drive your dog crazy.
Yep.
But now Todd gave it away because we know that he keeps those gold coins in his Crown Royale bag.
Yeah. Yep. So it's 9:03.
Did you see what Fishing and Picking said? He said, "Where can I trade my junk silver for gold?"
And I told him you weren't listening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Any online dealer.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can go to like Provident Metals or AppMags or wherever. A lot of just your regular coin shops will do trades with you like that.
Yeah.
There's lots of places that will, or just sell your silver on eBay and then buy gold. That's what I would do probably. Because if you sell it on eBay, even though you got to pay all the fees, you'll probably get a little bit better price for your silver than taking it to a coin shop.
Yeah.
And then
that way you can ask what you want.
Then once you got the money from the silver sales, you just go on your favorite place to buy gold and buy gold, either online gold dealers or also buy gold on eBay. Sally, can I borrow 250?
I only have 200. I don't think I'm gonna win anything on this other side.
Okay, so Friday, there's no show on the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So Sally, you gonna do a show on Monday?
No,
No.
because I have to do paperwork and money at the store, and so I'll probably be late.
So I may or may not.
Okay.
I probably will if nobody else does.
If you do it and I can get off in time, I'll come in as soon as I get home.
Yeah, keep it going. I got 25 years. Nah, I got stuff to do. So
Yeah.
I got to pack a few things, and I've got an estate sale I want to go to today, and
That sounds fun.
got to see Carl.
Carl.
Your favorite Carl.
The estate sale guy. Every once in a while, Carl will make me a good deal and stuff. I'm like, really? That's all you want? Okay, I'll take it. But most of the
Good deal.
estate sale people, they just, no, you can pay the price they mark or don't like it, whatever, and they price stuff up real high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
estate
I
sales.
have bought more from Carl's estate sales than probably all the other estate sale companies combined.
No, you know, a lot like with these estate sale companies, if you're a real regular customer and you're spending money with them, you have a lot easier time, making a deal
Oh
than
yeah.
like regular people.
Well, they've all got my tax ID number. I
Yeah.
see them regularly. But Carl is like, at the end of a sale, Carl's different. He wants everything gold, gone, sold. He wants it gone.
Yeah.
The other estate sale companies, they got people that'll buy out everything that's left at the end, so they're not worried if they don't make their price that they mark on stuff.
Right.
So on those people, you would almost have to be one of the people that do the end thing buyout to actually make a lot of money from them. But you can every once in a while find a gem that they missed. I found gold jewelry, and I found this and that. That they obviously didn't look it up good enough to see what something was worth.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right,
was
we'll
at an
let everybody
estate sale.
go.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you for coming in, Tara Jim.
Yep. You're welcome.
Thank you for coming in, Maggie Doodle.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming in, Sally, the upside down scratcher picker. Scratch that ticket picker.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all Monday. If you want to do a show Monday, we'll try to be here. Somebody will, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Laurie
Somebody will be here.
or Tom or somebody will want to do a show instead. All right. Have a good weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.